Surfboard glassing table. Today I'm making a brand new glassing table with 3 unique features that I absolutely would recommend to anyone that wants to get into surfboard glassing. So fundamentally, glassing stands are really simple. It's literally just something that holds your surfboard while you glass it. If you go to any surfboard manufacturer, any surf factory, the glass shop will typically have one of 2 types of glassing stands. Type 1, just simple stands coming out of the ground and there's no resin catch. So this is what most people have, and when you're glassing the board, the resin just drips right onto the ground. But it's sort of annoying. If you look at any documentary, any film, look at the glasser's shoes. The shoes will just be covered with hundreds of layers of resin that slowly builds up. And it's really annoying, it ruins your stuff, and I just hate walking around on sticky floors. So in glass shops, it's pretty common. You'll see actually a layer of sand on the ground, and then they put this tar paper stuff over the top. And it sort of catches the resin and it prevents it from permeating down and ruining the floor. So what's cool is when the glass builds up, eventually they'll just rip out the tar paper and re-paper it and you have a brand new floor. Now type 2, this is the kind that interests me. A glassing stand with a resin catch. So I hate walking in resin. It's so annoying, ruins your shoes, gets everywhere. The idea behind this is the resin catch catches most of the excess before it gets on the ground, keeps the ground more clean, and then you don't have to replace the floors as often. So for us, garage shapers, garage glassers, clearly we don't want stuff dripping onto our floor. And despite best intentions, my glass table drips everywhere. 3 key improvements. First off, glass stand height. So glassing stands are typically set sort of a mid to high chest level, and it's sort of this awkward zone where it's high enough that when you're glassing, you really have to reach up and over to get over the glassing stand to laminate the deck of the board. Your arm gets tired, you're way high. But when you go to tuck the rail, it's still short enough, you really have to bend down. You'll see guys totally bent over, and ergonomics are a big deal. Your back starts to hurt after a while. I remember a while back, after glassing a couple boards, I felt like I was 85 years old and I'd just been in a car crash. My back hurt, I was achy. I'm young, I shouldn't hurt. It was horrible. And I realized, what am I doing wrong? And I'm just bending over so far to tuck those rails all the time. So cool modification that I've incorporated into my glassing table. I have a short rack that's really low, super easy to see when you're laminating the deck of the board and moving that resin around. And then when you need to do the rails, instead of bending way over, takes a little bit of balance, you lift up the board and you flip up these high racks. Set it up there and then all of a sudden, just ching, 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 super easy, no bending over. It's the best thing in the world. Seriously, I don't know why people don't do this. In pro shops, you'll see people lifting up the board, and I guess that works. I guess that's an easy way of seeing the rails without having to bend over, but I think this is way cooler. Okay. Improvement number 2, stopping the dripping. So this is a really easy one to fix. This is my bad. On my old glassing table, I didn't have any rails. So as resin built up underneath the board, it made a slope and all the resin would slowly slope off to the edges and drip off. So this one's easy to fix. I'm bolting on some rails onto the sides, but that leads me to improvement number 3, reusability. So inevitably over time, resin catches fill up, and my old table weighs a metric ton. So what I'm going to do on my new table is I'm covering the entire thing in plastic, heavy duty plastic that's not gonna get easily torn or perforated. So a couple years from now, when my table inevitably fills up, I can just rip off that plastic and resin, recoat it, and I have a brand new table that I can keep reusing for forever. So 3 big improvements. This thing is freaking awesome. Let's see the final product. The trick to not losing a finger is not putting your fingers anywhere near this. Stop. Popping in some thin boxes like a champ. Damien's back with a few stitches. Stop it. Old glass table, old Betsy. She has been a workhorse and done many good boards, but it's time to improve. Oh, she's so heavy. Watch your toes, Evan. This is super dangerous. Oh my gosh. Keep your fingers clear, Evan. We're gonna carry old Betsy out. Oh, wow. Look at this. The underside of old Betsy has glass from my very first board I ever did. Okay, I'm not sure if I can throw this away. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Check it out. Brand new. Betsy 2.0. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, check this out. Installed some little stops. This one, the old one didn't have. So when it slides up, it goes right to 90 degrees. Wow. Yes. Okay, let's feel the height really quick. This is Evan's board. It's a 5.9 Samurai that we've been needing to glass for like 6 months or something. Okay. It's been a while. Nice, nice. None of this bending over to try to do it. Check this out. Boom. And then I can easily just ching, ching, ching. This is my new and improved glassing stand. 3 key improvements. Sick 2-mode height for easy glassing, no drip, reusability. Almost dropped Evan's new board. My bad. That's okay. I did not have it at the central balance point.